yesterday, Damien Castro takes pole position, Carlton Waters alongside Lanfong P3, so it's a good day for Aston Martin. Now we have Nicholas Palomino from Max Adelaide and Paul McCream, and then we've got Sebastian Campo in 7th from Livery and Tyree. They've got Ultra Brew, Jensen Olsen, Blade Dragonsonic, Dominic Benedetto, JD Fenter, Davey Sarakiera, Abel Gorov, versus Theo, and Babinus, UK Wall, and Thierry Headley. So here we go, the 25% of Spa-Francorchamps will be underway very shortly. It's lights out and away we go. Our drivers are underway and they are ready to race. It's a good start for both the Aston Martins off the front. Lampard getting an incredible start there on the soft and in the first sector. Collisions have happened and Waters involved in one of them. I saw another car who was not the way around they were supposed to be. But nonetheless, all that's been cleared up. The drivers are racing again. And as we head down the Kevel Straight, Lampard continuing to lead from Damien Castro. It's been a great start for the Vietnamese driver, still yet to win in WEC. He won the championship last season but never won a race. He's still yet to win a race, so yeah, it's safe to say he is definitely desperate to get a race win. Consistency brought us that championship last season. Don't really bother about that right now. He's bothered about getting that first race win. And he is zooming off to a good start today. 1.5 seconds in the lead from teammate Damien Castro. And this is looking perfect for him. With a virtual step car. It's out and it's for Sebastian Ocampo, the F1 championship leader. He's out. He's had a collision with another Gulf. That's Carlton Watto. The two teammates in Gulf had collided. The virtual safety car has been deployed and Gulf in shambles already in this Grand Prix. Well, endurance race. And yeah, look at Lampard now leading by 2.7 seconds. There is no one stopping this man at the moment. This is on lap 1. Might I just add in case you somehow don't know. But yeah, the VSC ending and we are green once again. It's a very good restart for Damien Castro, who's got a very good advantage as they head towards the first corner at the source. There we go. He's now heading towards his own teammate of Lampong, possibly at a quick speed as they head up the hill through Rouge and Radion, and they are going to be preparing to attack. Both Aston Martin, they'll want the 1-2, but they might want to see the drivers battle. They might try and tell them a whole position, but they need to keep in mind Marcus Adelaide in P3 at the moment. So yeah, they've got to keep in mind of that Brazilian driver who himself will also be determined to try and get a race win here today. And yeah, Spa, it's a race you really want to win. Same thing for Le Mans. Well, small people would be wanting to win Le Mans rather than Spa, but still winning Spa is a really good thing to do. So yeah, I'm not going to blame anyone who would rather win Le Mans. But even though the second lap of 11 is here right now. Of course, Aston Martin 1-2 still yet again. Nicholas Palomino with a 5-second time penalty. Save for Dominic Benedetto. The virtual safety car has been deployed for Dominic Benedetto, speaking of. And that is an unfortunate way to end your 25% of Spa-Francorchamps. So yeah, just having a quick moment of silence as people on top may be determined to pit. They may be leaning towards that strategy. But it's a BSC, but like, still. Looks like no one's going to be going for the pit stop though. Here on that, onto that soft tyre. And then we'll from fast lap this race. Into pit lane, McCream comes. And Nicholas Palomino. Livery also coming in to serve his own penalty. And Davey Sarakiera fast lap of the race in P6 at the moment. So yeah, Toyota looking strong, but of course, that's not a realistic fast lap because that lap was interfered by a virtual safety car. So that fast lap will probably be changing at the end of this lap, unless we get another virtual safety car. But now Damien Castro, he's took the lead from his teammate Lanfong, and these two former F1 teammates no longer together in the F1 sport, but they are here together in WEC. And for all we know, they could be here for quite a while. We don't know that though. So yeah, sorry about any background noises. That's my bad. But yeah, lap 3 we're on, and Castro's managed to use their mediums as the softs have completely fallen away now. So the mediums are the better tyre to be on at the moment. And that is for sure. Now, teams that are closest, well, of course, Aston Martin have the best result, well, the best performance at the moment in this Grand Prix. Now, the mediums, that even their some fall off in the pit lane, does not go Damien Castro. Does not go Lafont, it's Damien Castro, who on mediums, and he's inside the pit now on the mediums, like another set. So the Wi-Fi staying out in another lap. Like, he'll be lucky to make it to the end of this lap. Like, the current trend of tyre wear, we'll see him get to the end of this race. Well, not the end of this race, sorry. The end of the lap, but it'll only be by a couple percent, and that is a very high risk to be taking. Let's clear down Aston Martin, they want to get Castro in the pit instead of Fong. Now, that's a bit of a suspicious strategy, because when everyone's tyres on the soft are wearing out so much, it's not the sort of thing you want to be doing to your drivers. Like, 3 laps on mediums is a joke. Like, your driver should be doing like 4 or 5 laps on medium. Well, 5, because 4 is what you should be doing on the softs. Possibly 3. Most people clearly think 3, because a lot of them have came into the pit lane. You cable and Blade of Dragon Sonic, they are not separated by that much. Now, BDS trying to catch Shady Fender, winner of last season's Le Mans race in the car number 1 Dacia, currently defending his P13 position. We're probably around a third of the way into this race, I would say. Now, yeah, literally Fong's the only person who started on softs to still be on that same tyre. Now, looking at that steering wheel, I can't quite say it is 4%, but he has made it back into the pit lane nonetheless. And what's going to be his hard tyres? Maybe this was just the best strategy for teams like this on split compounds. Who knows, maybe they pulled the blinder at Aston Martin, make Fong go along, allow Castro to push. Maybe that was the whole idea of the strategy. But yeah, to allow Castro to really be pulling away now from his rivals, but you've got Nicholas Palomino behind, whose tyres are going to be falling off a lot. Mark Sadley getting past the Cadillac. And there's just no way now for Palomino to really be making any true gains on those who have recently pit with him. Now, yeah, Adelaide's still trying to get past Castro. Castro trying to get past Verstio. This will allow the other Aston Martin of Lafont to start a catch-up, because it's just constant fighting. So yeah, I do truly believe that Lafont can make some good gains while all these fights are going on. And he's going to have to get past Olsen, but if he's done that, he should be fine. Now there you go, Adelaide and Castro, they've managed to get past Verstio. Now it's just Nicholas Palomino and Livery and Tyree to get back ahead of them. Yeah, Verstio does not got long left on that tyre. 20%. They're really running bad, and yeah, he's in the puncture radius, or puncture region. As yeah, drops P7, dropping to P8. His teammate Livery stuck behind, for some reason not willing to make a move yet. Try to go around the outside, gets past easily. Verstio on a different line, as he's going to enter his way into the pit lane at the end of this lap. Davey Serracchio and Ultra coming into the pit lane. Ultra going onto hards. Davey Serracchio also at the hards, as Dario Serracchio being held up by the Cadillac of Nicholas Palomino, coming in for the medium compound tyres. Now Lafont, he's only a few seconds off of that group just ahead. Now he's 6.3 off of his teammate Castro in the lead. Now, as you can very clearly see, Adelaide's tyres, they are dying. They've got pretty much no forwards left. He'll be coming in at the end of this lap, because no way them tyres are surviving. No way. You can see that the gap just over a second. And I would imagine Castro starts to pull away more. Now, Paul's claiming the Volkswagen has got to do some defending against the Alpine of Tyree. As Tyree goes down the inside of Puhon, trying to get the optimal line. Now, Fong constantly closing in that gap on Livery Olsen. They are a lot slower than the Aston Martin, who's constantly making gains. As every moment of the lap passes by, he's got to catch Livery. He's just got to do it. And he's got to make the overtake. He's caught him. The overtake is next. He might go down the inside of Blanchimont. He does so. There we go, around Blanchimont. And he's moving up into 6th position. Will they have close to fight? He might try and do it. Down the inside. Can't get ahead. And there we go into pit lane. You can see Mark Adelaide and Toyota dipping away from the fight. Now, Livery also dipping away from the fight. He's just carried to the pits. Now you can see Fogg now right on the back of these guys. If he can clear them, he will be at Castro in no time at all. As Frill Rouge and Marion, the two Volkswagens there side by side, they are looking to swap positions. They do so. Olsen on the better tyres moves up into 3rd position. His teammate probably doesn't want to give it up, but that's just team orders, I'm assuming. And there we go, also moving up into 2nd place. Tyree is trying to defend that. And there we go, Lampong round the outside. Moves up into 4th position. Incredible work there. Now we've got the outside line. That's not really where you want to be unless you really want the inside of this corner. He does that. He keeps 4th place. McCream is solid in B5. And now Fogg's next target will be Tyree and Olsen. And then it'll be his own teammate who he could probably have just saw there. Like I certainly saw him on the onboard. So it doesn't mean to say that he definitely did not see his own teammate. Now hard tyres, yeah, the wear on them, it's a bit interesting. It's looking to be a possible 12 laps you can do. 11 or 12 laps you can do on the hard tyre, depending on how you manage it. But there you go, Lampong smoothly down the inside of Blanchimont, takes 2nd place, overtaking Tyree and Olsen, also on the outside line. And that's overall not the better line to go for. Castro already coming into pit lane. Lampong now leads here in Spa-Francorchamps as his teammate pits on the soft compound tyres. And that also holds up Paul's McCream slightly in the Volkswagen. So, you know, these things happen sadly. And there's nothing really stopping them in the rulebook. No penalties get dished out for it. So yeah, that's just a strategy that teams may use in the pit lane. But we're on board with the Britain WEC ball probably for the first time today, I think, as he's going on to a fresh set of mediums. He's done 4 laps on medium. Now, yeah, we've got 4 laps to go, so the Britain can certainly do this. Yeah, now that the DRS zones are cleared, it is now Lampong's time to try and push away, and he does that. He is over a second in the lead of this race, and if he can just hold on to the end of this race, which I think he can, he should be on for a win today. And of course, Castro, he went for the soft compound tyre strategy. Softs can do 4 laps. So, yeah, Castro can also do 4 laps, however his tyres will be very bad towards the end of the race. Like, they will be down their final few percentages. So yeah, Castro going for early lap pace to try and cut through this traffic rather than some long-term pace. I'll say Lampong, he's only done 1 stop today and there's no limit of pit stops. No said you had to do a pit stop, but the tyre wear, you are technically forced to make a pit stop because the tyre wear is so high. So minimum pit stops is 1. Now it's an unheard of strategy really, but it is the one that works at some tracks in the WEC series. There are mediums going on for Olsen as him, he is very close to being knocked out the F1 championship fight. Now his team at F1 McLaren have been doing some solid results and he's got a few wins under his belt this season in Formula 1. Now WEC's performances just aren't matching what you see in the Formula 1 series. Now Blade Sonic, he's right on the back of Paul's McCream, the Power Motorsport on the Volkswagen. There we go, DRS enabled for the Nigerian who gets up ahead of the Italian driver. And there we go, he threw in a 12th position. Now Castro, the only one in the top 15 on the soft tyres. There's one other runner on the soft, and that is Iron Bablis in 16th position. Now Castro, he's going to need an absolute miracle to win this one now. His tyres are already starting to wear out, and he's currently 11 seconds off the lead of this race, while Lampfong is 3 seconds leading. And this is a very good gap for him. As we're entering the final 2 laps of this race, his tyres are really wearing out. So it's up to Aston Martin if they want to pit him, but he'll probably be aiming not to pit, because we have such little time left in this race that it's just not going to be worth pitting. So I can imagine all these guys here in the top 5 refusing to pit for the rest of the race, including Castro, who's in 6th position. Pretty much everyone in this race, I'd say, would be refusing to pit. Maybe Headley and Eduardo might want to pit. Headley not pitting right now. He's going to go down the inside with Sonic, trying to force the Nigerian into an error, but instead he forced himself into an error. Oof. And we'll go McCree back up into top position. He was there in 12th before BDS got him. And then I think it was Ultra moving up to the 3rd place, was that? At the Porsche, now in 3rd, wow. So yeah, Toyota Davis Akira currently on to lead the standings, I think, by the time the end of this race comes. However, dropping the P3 is not going to do him any favours when we head into Bahrain for the final round of this season. 35% of Bahrain, shall I say. So yeah, like I said, time is running out. Drivers, they've got to push as much as they can. Castro looking to get into the top 5 today by getting ahead of J.E. Venter. Now that is a possible thing for the team at Aston Martin to do. Like, he's got the Dacia ahead of him. He's going to be pushing. No ERS, no DRS, but he's just still a lot quicker down the straight here. Now using ERS down the inside. Looking to get ahead of the Dacia as he's going to take the outside line at the first part of the chicane down the inside. And oh, they hit each other. They hit each other as they head round the final corner. But overall, it is Castro who stays ahead. Now for Lampfong, this would be an incredible drive if you can get this win today. Of course, this is the start of many drivers' careers in the WEC. Like, we had a completely new grid last season. And yeah, that had, what, 7 races I think that had? There's 4 in this season. This is the 3rd round of it. Like, this here is quite literally the 10th race for Lampfong. Now he is just waiting to see that checkered flag arrive. Every single race of WEC, we've had different winners. Now I don't think that means 10 different winners overall though. But nonetheless, we are about to add a new winner to the list today. There's not really any choke points left on this map. Ultra moving up into 2nd place there. Now it's Sergio's job to try and get on the podium by getting ahead of Tyree. But yeah, we ignore that. And we look to this man in Aston Martin. It is Lampfong, waiting 10 races. He's finally got it. The Aston Martin wins the 25% of Spa-Francorchamps. That's really good for the reigning world champion. Ultra finishes P2 for Porsche from Tyree and Sergio. Daniel Castro finished in 5th from Aston Martin. Then we got J.D. Fender and Marcus Adelaide from Bastillo. And the livery, I think he might have just got done the line there by Olsen. Yes, he did. Livery finished off the points from Cream and BDS. Then we got Nicholas Palomino and Thierry Hadley from Gorov. Then Ida Bramless and UK Ball. Then it's finally Carlos Sabato with Twente and Ocampo, both retiring earlier on. So that's it for your race today here in Spa. Wow, what an incredible race we have just had there, as we're going to be entering the final round, and I think it's going to be Sergio leading this championship. I'll have to double check that. We'll find out later anyways with the standings coming up. But yeah, with that, Lampfong your winner today. So yeah, let's listen to the Vietnamese national anthem. Slam-Fong, Ultra Tyree, your winners today for your podium. Then we've got Deep Silk Kira, Devin Castro for J Fenter and Marcus Adelaide. Then we got first Theo against Nelson, Livery, Paul McCree, Blade Dragon Sonic, Nicholas Palomino. Then we've got Theory Headley, Gugurov, and Baroness, UK Ball, Eduardo, Devento, and Ocampo. Devento and Ocampo both retiring. And with that, Belgium is complete. We shall see you next time when F1 Classic returns for the WEC series.